This is Top Accolade African News. I am Abiodun Mohammed. African Union Chairman and Senegal President Macky Sall plans to attend the upcoming G20 summit in Bali. Two government officials have said Sall would have, in quotes, two hats at the meeting, representing both the AU and Senegal. One of the officials told newsmen on Friday. The visit, his first to a G20 summit, comes as Africa looks to hold wealthier nations to account for their climate pledges. It will follow Sall's attendance at the United Nations COP27 climate meeting in Egypt, where he was a leading advocate for rich countries to contribute more cash to help Africa adapt to climate change. The summit in Bali, Indonesia takes place on November 15th to 16th, overlapping the second week of the COP27 conference. Senegal is in discussions with G20 members about a deal to support its transition to low-carbon energy. The Just Energy Transition Partnership (JETP) was pioneered by South Africa's deal last year, with countries including the United States, the United Kingdom, Germany and France providing funding to speed up its transition away from coal power. Liberia declared a public holiday on Friday so people can stay at home to be counted in a much-delayed census, yet none of the 71,000 counters hired for the job are out counting because of a dispute over their fees. There was also a last-minute disagreement between top officials of the Liberia Institute of Statistics and Geoinformation Services. Its head insists preparations are complete, but another senior official in charge of statistics disagrees and warns that any attempt at premature counting will not be accurate or credible. In their confusion, people in rural places have been phoning others in Monrovia to find out if the census will actually happen. President George Weah, out of Liberia for weeks to attend official events including watching his son, Timothy, play for the US side in the Football World Cup in Qatar, is under heavy criticism for not staying at home himself for the census and setting an example for others. Some lawmakers had suggested a postponement of the event to allow for more adequate preparation, but this wasn't considered. An appeals court in Milan on Friday rejected Nigeria's $1.092 billion compensation request against Italian energy group Eni and Shell in civil proceedings relating to a $1.3 billion oil field deal. The decision was read out in court. In July, prosecutors had dropped related criminal proceedings, clearing Eni and Shell, as well as managers including Eni chief executive Claudio Descalzi, in one of the oil industry's biggest alleged corruption cases. We are pleased that these civil proceedings have been dismissed, Shell said in an emailed comment. Eni had no immediate comment. The main case was revolved around a deal in which Eni and Shell acquired the OPL 245 offshore oil field in 2011 to settle a long-standing dispute over ownership. Sadio Mane has been included in Senegal's squad for the World Cup in Qatar, despite suffering an injury scare on Tuesday. The 30-year-old forward was forced off in the first half of Bayern Munich's 6-1 victory over Werder Bremen. The German champions said he had an injury to the head of his right fibula and will miss Saturday's game against Schalke. Senegal began their Group A campaign against the Netherlands on 21st November. Former Liverpool player Mane is Senegal's star player and talisman, having scored the winning penalty when the Teranga Lions became continental champions for the first time in February, defeating Egypt in a shootout in the Africa Cup of Nations final. That is the size of Top Accolade African News. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy weekend.